Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly angel message. I'm Lisa Hop, using the laptop camera this time because I need a charge, so I hope you can hear me well enough. I'm going to bring a microphone into here. Thank you so much for joining me. So in case, I don't know why I sweat whenever I'm working in here. Get on camera, get perspired. This is your weekly message for September 15th. It's a little bit late, but it's a week of. And basically what I do is I channel from the angels. My name's Lisa Hop, Spiritual Coach, by the way. Please visit my website, lisahop.com, lisahopp.com. And I like to channel a weekly message from the angels. I usually work with Archangel Michael and his band. And I ask them, what do we want you to know this week? What should you concentrate on this week? This week, and I want to say thank you guys for being like foundational subscribers, because this is an ongoing process of creativity. And so this week, I'm going to be adding actually an option 1, 2, 3 for all of you who are watching. So in other words, think of a number from 1 to 3, 1, 2, or 3, and then I will give you a card that applies to you. Now it's only going to be a general message from the angels. For a personalized channeled message, please go to my website and click the emails / book tab, and it brings you into a store link where you can purchase your own unique personalized Ascendant Master angel message or spirit guide message. But for right now, I'm going to get to the angel message for everyone. So I'm going to channel directly from the angels. Last week, well, I'll put it to you this way. The angels speak from a higher place. And I noticed last week, it was a bit of a higher message. No one said anything about it. I just thought perhaps some more plainer talk would be better. That doesn't mean you guys can't handle a message from the angels. I just know that oftentimes my clients who receive their personalized messages, I tell them to look over the message over several months to get its full meaning. So I don't want you guys to have to get an extra cup of coffee in to understand what the angels are fully saying. I would rather that they do talk plainly, and I'll encourage them to do that as much as possible, so you know exactly where they're coming from. It's not their fault. They just use big words sometimes, like illumination. Alrighty, so we have so much going on already this week. The whole sexual conduct history of our Supreme Court Justice here in the States, Brett Kavanaugh's coming up again. Yeah, that's something. That history that needs to be revealed, and justice that certainly needs to be done will keep coming up in cycles until it's fully handled. So that's what's going on there. We also found out recently that the U.S. and Brazil have come to an agreement to actually develop the Amazon, which is incredibly dangerous for our planet. We're really in a crisis with global warming and climate change right now, but there is still time for us to do something about it. The younger people seem to understand that, but we have people in power that just want to make money and be all about money and power, and not care about what they're doing to our Mother Earth and to our universe, our solar system as a whole. But I do think something can happen in time, but that is happening right now this week. Also, looks like the forces that be want to get us into a war in the Middle East. Yeah. So who knows what the angels might want to talk about. They might go a completely different topic, but you never know. So I'm going to ask them right now to surround me so I can hear them clearly. And stay tuned. I might not be looking at the camera the whole time. I'll try not to stare at the camera too much when I'm channeling, because I do want to hear them completely. Then I'll draw a card to add some additional energy or additional information, color to the channeling. And then I'll do the 1, 2, 3 card draw. This is going to be a very short video, by the way. I just like to get it out there. I know for me, if I have to, I love watching hour-long videos, but I also fall asleep. So I don't want you guys to have to do it 3 times. I mean, unless you want to. If you want to watch the video 3 times, of course you're welcome to, but not because you have to get it all in. All right. Okay, so angels, please surround me now. Please surround me. Archangel Michael is here. We also have Archangel Metatron joining us as well, who is really the keeper of heaven and earth and is in charge of a whole lot. I see Archangel Michael often as the warrior of our universe, protecting us, guiding us, helping us, fixing things for us. But Metatron is what I like to call big gun among the angels, really involved with the day-to-day interactions between heaven and earth. And I'm simplifying that. It goes so much more deeper than that. So the angels are asking us to call, to actually answer the call, they're telling me. And they want to almost come down, they say, from our pedestals of asking others to do the hard work for us, asking them to get involved and us to sit on the sidelines. He said, sit on the sidelines no more. It's time for all of us to answer the call to action. It's time for all of us to be a warrior, to bring justice to this earth, to allow justice to occur, to not only go along with the flow, to actually be part of the army. And the strongest voice among this channeling is actually Metatron, who says it's time for us to have convictions. It's time for us to, it's so important not to sit on the sidelines. Now, Metatron is so bringing this message home that this archangel is actually repeating himself. But he says that it's a dire need now for us to all answer to the call of action. Those who want to serve the light, those who want to be spiritual workers, light workers in every sense. And he says it's time, and I say he because he's choosing a more male orientation. Angels, by the way, do not have sexes, but they will take on different sexes of male, female, in order to serve their cause, serve what they're trying to do. So Metatron is saying that it's time to us to answer the call, that we have been called. There are things that have been happening in our world that have said, now, do it now. So no more retreating. It's time to answer. Now, how can you do that? I'd like to ask the angels, especially Metatron and Michael, how can we do that? How can we answer the call? He says it's more than raising a voice. It is understanding what's going on. It's being informed. It's knowing, it's tapping into your higher nature, I'm being told to say, the higher nature of your convictions, of who you really are as a child of the highest creator, and understanding what's really going on, and then understanding, well, what role can you play? Because we're all, for instance, if we see an injustice, sometimes it is not our call to go to that injustice. Maybe there's another injustice that we're supposed to be involved in. So Metatron is saying, become informed and see where you are best led. See where you can do your highest good and the highest good for all. Whether that be in the way of preventing war or poverty or working with the environment. Understand that we all have our own gifts. We all have our own abilities. So it's so important for us to know where our good can be done and to now go there. The time is now. And yes. And he says you can never duplicate your highest nature. You go on and on and on and on. And I don't know, I've heard this before about April. This coming April of 2020, something is going to happen for the highest good of all. And that doesn't mean it's a negative thing, so don't worry about the event. Never worry, by the way. It's a complete waste of time. But there's a higher good coming at that time, no matter what that may be. And as it gets closer, perhaps they'll give us all, me particularly, more information. But for right now, just wants to understand, to answer the call and do what you feel is best, but to not sit on your laurels. Do not sit on your couch. It's time to really move into action in a higher way. Now, Archangel Metatron, along with Michael and along with Gabriel, who is the messenger, especially to new births, new beginnings, and action, are asking me now to pick a card. So for this particular deck, for this particular card overall, I'm going to use again the Saints and Angels card, and I hope you guys can see that. Saints and Angels is from Doreen Virtue. I want to make that a little bit more straighter. There you go. Hope the right there. Hope the lighting's good since we're using the webcam. Okay, so I'm just going to draw one card, and just at least I think I'm just going to do one card, and hopefully none fall, but if they do, I'll pick it up. Oh, one's flipping. Oh, yes. This one's more for me. I have to actually go play music after this. So I know. I have to get this done so I can do that. 1 minute. But I don't mind. I'll be a little late if I have to. All right, the one card. All right, come on, one more, baby. Here we go. And the card, the angels say triumphant. This is about mankind in its role. This doesn't mean that you don't take action, but any action that you take, they're telling us it's going to be triumphant. We are meant to have success. Our world is meant to change. Better times are coming. Greater times, earth, changing to the 5-dimensional energy, peace coming forward, but we have to take action. So what they're telling you is that any role that you play will not be meaningless. It matters. And so it won't be a waste of time. It leads to not only your greater understanding, peace overall, triumphantness, all together. So please, wherever you're led, do it. Serve the higher cause. It is so very important. I've learned in my life it is best to obey the angels. They know what they're doing. They'll never lose faith in us. They'll never become angry. They're not capable of that. They're only capable of love and joy. But when they tell us to do something, they mean it. Their words are never wasted. So please understand that and see what you can do, even in a baby step this week, to serve a higher good. And then let me know. What good did you serve? Share it with us, because it's so very important, and also it inspires, it influences to a higher regard. So now I'm going to use another deck for the 1, 2, 3 cards, and this deck is actually from James Van Praagh. It's called The Power of Love. The Power of Love. I think that might be a little bit backwards, but it's a beautiful deck. So hopefully you'll be able to see those cards from it. So I want you now to choose 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to draw 3 cards and then tell you their meaning. This is for your week, starting yesterday, 15th, going on to next Sunday. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3. Okay. Number 1, people. Dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. It is the commitment card. Seen a bit backwards, but the commitment card. Make the commitment this week to take action. Make the commitment for the change you want to seek. Make a commitment to expand yourself, to start a new beginning in some way, whether it be healthy eating or a higher purpose action that you wanted to take. This is your time to make the commitment for a higher, a better you. It's time to put yourself first, to show yourself respect, and to know that you're worthy and deserving for all that you wish to ask for. Number 1, this is your card. Right, on to number 2, the 2s, acceptance. The card says, you are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Acceptance. I'm going to be honest that I feel intuitively it means that accepting where things are in your life, whether it be a relationship that's not working out the way you want, or maybe it's a relationship that's time to dedicate yourself to. It's acceptance of who people are and that they're not going to change. It's acceptance of where you are in life and that it's up to you to bring yourself into that new chapter. But wherever it is acceptance that where things are right now, in order for it to change, it has to be you. And acceptance may have an even deeper meaning to you, but your card this week is acceptance. Number 3, people, action. That's why I had the reaction to it. It's the angel's overall message this week, action. And the card says you have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Come on now, warriors. It's time to move on. It's time to get going. It's time for us to all join in a higher good, in a higher earth, in a higher life full of happiness, prosperity, joy, ultimate health, and relationships. So those are your weekly cards for this week. I'm going to let this video go now and get on to play piano. I hope you all have a wonderful week. You might hear from me shortly. Please subscribe to this channel because I am going to involve the angels in talking about the things happening on this earth and other topics. So join us, hear what they have to say, because everyone, you're not in this alone. We're not in this alone. We have the help of our angels, our departed loved ones, our ascended masters. We have people that have passed on that were famous that are now helping this earth. And so you never know where a channel might come from. So I hope you will join me. And until next time, have a wonderful day and many blessings to you.